Okay, so this is the next game we're looking at. Yeah, I'm excited. Can't you tell the enthusiasm in my voice? We're having a great time here with the old yeah. So this is Agassi Tennis Generation, which I guess is based off of the tennis player Agassi. I don't know. I don't follow tennis, but yeah. So this was released exclusively for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, Aqua Pacific loved making their sports games. They really did. And you'll see that apparent when we get to the second part of the video. You know, along the way anyway. They did a lot of sports games. The games I've picked for this are all hand selected that I just thought would be interesting to look at. Trying to have a bit of variety with what they. I couldn't look at every single Aqua Pacific game, or else we'll be here to the end of time. No, or else we'll be here for I don't know how many. I'm going to go out on a limb and say on average it would probably take around about 8 hours to look at every single Aqua Pacific game, because I'd have to revisit a bunch of games that I've looked at that are a part of Blast Entertainment, that are a part of Phoenix Games. So yeah, in other words, basically, I'd rather not, if you know what I mean. I'd rather not. So yeah, so Agassi Tennis Generation is published by DreamCatcher Interactive and released in August 2003. Also had a Game Boy Advance port that was also developed by Aqua Pacific. And like I said, it's based on the tennis player. It even says the tennis player is Andre Agassi. Never heard of him. Don't follow tennis. So I'm going to give you, but believe it or not, Game FAQs actually has a description for the game. So I'm going to give you both Aqua Pacific's website description and the Game FAQs description. Okay, so Aqua Pacific's description is very small. It's very short. It basically says this game was released globally in October 2003 by DreamCatcher Interactive. It features 16 courts, 32 player, and a championship mode. If you're wondering about the August 2003 thing, the game has. This is probably one of the rare occasions where it did get released in America, and it's probably the American release date I gave you. Whereas it was released probably globally, including Europe, in October 2003. So that's all it gives you. That's all Aqua Pacific gives you, which is interesting, isn't it? For Game FAQs, it says, Agassi Tennis Generation brings you up close and personal to the biggest stars in tennis. Play as Andre Agassi or compete against him as you smash, volley, lob, and serve on courts from all over the world in 16 tournaments. The game features 32 unique players with realistic movements, various court surfaces, and 3 challenging game modes including Quick Math, Arcade, and Tournament. Can you win your way to the top ranks of tennis stardom? That's fantastic, isn't it? Oh dear. All right. Well, that's that. Shall we play the game? Let's play the game. Let's see what it's like. I just want a quick match. So, what court are we playing on? New York. Oh, what do we have? We have Melbourne, Stockholm, New York, Cairo, Vancouver, Paris, Naples, Seville, St. Petersburg, Cape Town, Dusseldorf, London, Antwerp, and Nassau. Well, of course I'm going to do London, because I'm from the UK, so... Oh. You can do doubles? We'll just versus against one. There we go. Graphically, the character models seem okay. There's Andre Agassi. Why? In all fairness, what's the point of playing as the rest of these? What's the point? Holy hell, there's a lot. Holy hell! Or I'm just... They got a lot of playable characters, or are they just... Is it just a repeat? No. That's it, we're at the end of the list. There is a lot of playable characters in this game. Holy shit. They did a lot of models for the game. They all look pretty much like a reskin of the reskin, but who cares? Of course, I'm going to play as Andre Agassi, because he's the man to play as, I guess. And yeah, we'll play as and then we'll verse John Hart. There we go. Just randomly selected. I've played a lot of tennis games in the past. It's not really my type of game. I do think it plays better than football games, but oh god. I think the models are the only. Seems like the models are the only thing here that actually look okay-ish. The tennis court, not great. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. He did he did a big one on me. He gave me the big queen. What are you going to do about that?
No chance of returning that.
No chance returning that indeed.
Right on the line.
My character just refused to respond to that. Oh, okay. Right on the line, apparently. My character literally refused to respond to that. What was that? What was that? Oh god, this game does not play well. Okay, one of the things I've got to point out for a tennis game for it to work is the character to do shit when you press the buttons. Him running at the ball or just completely ignoring my fucking controls is not acceptable. Like there, look. What the fuck is that? What is that tiny little tap? There's no consistency. What is this? This is shit. This is fucking dog shit. There we go. If you're wondering what my fucking issue is I guess he does whatever. The game doesn't. All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pause and explain because the game is not gonna let me explain, is it? Right, I can't play and explain. Or else I might as well just put the controller down and not do anything because that's basically what happens. Because I can't play and explain. So there must be a delay in the inputs. That's the only thing the literal only thing I can put it on is that either they intentionally have developed unbelievably shit controls, or the more realistic one, there's a delay. So so basically in most tennis games, right? Each of the face buttons, X, Y, well, in this X, let's go with Xbox One controller standard, yeah. X, Y, B, A face buttons. They all do different types of serves. Then what you do is you move the analog stick in the direction you want to hit the ball. So I'm pressing X, which would be square in PlayStation 2 language, PlayStation 2 controls, and I'm pointing the analog stick to the left, meaning that I want the ball to go, all right. I'm even gonna go so far to say, here you go, right? You can now see my cursor. So I'm here, right? The ball's coming at me. I hold square and move left on the analog stick, meaning that I want to hit the ball over here, and yet the ball goes here. The ball goes here. What the fuck is that? And that's happened multiple times while I'm playing. Within how long? We haven't even hit the 10-minute mark yet, and I've already picked up on this. That's alarming. That's fucking alarming. So the only thing I can think of is that there's a delay. There's a fucking delay in the controls, right? And it's not picking up my inputs properly because there's a delay in the controls. That's not good. So I'm left. Oh, he did it that time. There we go. Right on the line. He did it that time. He did what I wanted him to do. Right, I'm going to continue hitting it to the left. Well, that was probably a bit late. I'll give that. That was probably a bit late. So left and square. There we go. Right and square. Left and square. Okay. Seems to be all right here. Left, right and square. Center. Okay. Right and square. Center. Right and square. There we go. Left and square. Right and square.
Right on the line. Right on the line.
Right on the line again, boy. There was one instance there. One instance where it didn't read my input. And that one instance is that. Why are you doing center? I'm doing left and square. Left and square I'm doing at the moment. And he purposely ignored that.
Right on the line.
Again, I'd like to remind you, right? I pressed an input. Why is he... No, that's not the direction I want the ball to go. There it is. That's the direction I want it to go. Now I want it to go left. It keeps doing it in the center. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that... The only thing I can think of is that there's a delay in the controls, and that's the reason why it's like this. Oh, that was out. Anyway, I'm already sick of the game. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to finish a full match. I can't... You got to understand, right? You play a tennis game, and as soon as you realize there's a delay in the controls, or the controls are just not doing as you would expect. I've played quite a few tennis games in my time. You don't want to play the game anymore because you've identified the issue with the game and you identified that it's shit because of it. Why continue to play it? But yeah, that is the main issue with it. There's got to be a delay. I refuse. If anyone says, "Oh, I didn't notice it," I was able to notice it instantly. There's a delay. Clearly, you need to play the game a little bit longer to realize it. But yeah, I'm not really interested in playing any more of this Agassi tennis generation. It's not good. Maybe the GBA version might be a little bit better. They seem to have a bit more success. To me, Aqua Pacific seem a little bit more competent when it comes to doing a portable version of a game than anything else. Or maybe if they're porting the game to PC, I don't know. But yeah, not good a game. Let's move on.